What's going on, guys? Welcome back to the Bros Crown Jewel Championship Series, race number 3, the Daytona 500. We're here with Zip today. Zippy, how's it going?
It's going great. Glad to be back.
Yeah, we have Evan Coward on the front row, next to Isaiah Forward, Keegan Alsop, and Stephen Horner in row number 2, Adam Akers and Mac Cook, row number 3, Brayson Mitchell, Nick Ventura at row number 4. 100 laps from Daytona, race number 3. Pace car pulls off. Evan Coward leading him to the green. And we're underway.
Not much help out there on the outside row. The inside's pretty formed up, but just 2 cars out there. See Matt Cook dropping off the pace already, right off the bat. Looks like Evan's going to go up and block the top line of 2 cars for whatever reason. Looks like a good move. Oh, he's moving back down.
Evan Coward leads lap number 1. I honestly think that's the first lap he's led all season.
Well, he was definitely fastest in qualifying. Got the pole by a little bit there. I think 8 thousandths. Sure. 800th maybe? He is looking to take control and keep control by the looks of it. Brayson Mitchell looking to the inside, going to take the spot.
Oh, Nick Ventura thought we were making it 3 wide, got ran into the wall. Yeah, just a reminder, guys. We run these races every Thursday around 8 p.m. Eastern Time. They're open to the public. A lot of people don't like joining 100-lap races at Daytona, though, understandably. Looks like Isaiah Forward's pitting. I think he had a penalty from the initial start there.
I do believe you're correct. Somehow passing the leader on the initial start. So they'll have a drive-through. It's like,
Oh, and Evan
we got crashed
Coward
already.
immediately turning the leader.
I was just about to say I don't think Evan Coward's content with running second here, and he wasn't indeed.
Everyone has 2 quick repairs, but you don't want to use it on lap 3 out of 100, so.
See if he can limp it back around the pit lane and get her fixed without using it, but the front end of that car is definitely broken.
Yeah, we'll be right back, see what just happened. All right, watching Evan Coward go through 1 and 2. It looks like he probably didn't like the block the 11th threw on him. No harm, no foul. Maybe a little early for blocks like that. Just gets loose.
That was wild. The wild look. I didn't really see much of a block there. Just, I mean, I don't know. Very odd time to be crashing out, that's for sure.
All right, the pace car's pulling off, coming to the green, lap 7. Adam Akers leads him to the green. Isaiah Ford, after getting that penalty, stays out. Restarts front row, and he was not jumping it this time.
Definitely very hesitant to even hit the throttle there. And this show is going to be the only car on the outside, at least all the way back to Nick. 4 car lengths back.
Well, looks like Keegan's going to try picking him up. Now remember the way the points are structured in this league. You get a lap, or a bonus point for leading a lap, a bonus point for leading the most laps. So you're going to see everyone trying to get to the front at some point.
We should also mention that Evan Coward is now a lap down, so he's going to be trying to get his lap back and staying out front in case we have another caution.
That's right, he had a toe under that caution. Looks like right now the battle between Adam and Keegan is on for the race lead. Stephen Horner in the back blinking a little bit. Evan and Brayson did use one of their 2 quick repairs on that first caution. Yeah, this is a pretty important race for a couple of our guys. The Chili Bowl didn't go that great for Adam or Evan, and the Rolex didn't really go great for either of them either. Obviously, Brayson won the Rolex. Keegan has finished second in both races up to this point in that 94 car. We're 3 wide for the lead in the middle of 3 and 4. Nick's going to get the edge. thanks to the draft from Evan.
See, Keegan's kind of having to guess where the car in front of him is half the time here right now, so that's a pretty tough spot to be in. Apparently, he's the only one that wants to be behind him.
Well, half the time he's not behind him.
Well, that's true.
Evan does a lot more super speedway drafting races than anyone else in this race, so he should have the upper hand just naturally coming in.
Yeah, it's truly unfortunate that he's already a lap down right off the bat like that, but I think he'll find his way back up.
Just trying to get a lane formed up
Yeah,
top.
they keep trying to shuffle the 7-1 to the back, but it's just not working out.
So Evan's gonna try to go block the top. Get that lap back somehow. Oh, and he gets bumped from Isaiah hard into the wall.
Oh, big hit.
And that's quick repair number 2 gone by lap 15. Alright, watching Evan go up and block Isaiah. This didn't look like that intense of a bump. Seems light, just got him right, getting into the corner. Hard hit.
I think it's one of those deals where if you're going to block like that, you got to expect to get some sort of a tap, and he wasn't ready for it.
Yeah, that was probably the softest bump draft you can give. Shout out those 3 for sliding through and not wrecking. Alright, Steven Horner's going to lead them back to the green on lap 18. I believe Isaiah and Keegan got a penalty for pitting when the pits were closed there, so they're going to have to go to the tail end of the longest line. It's just Brayson and Nick up top. Evan's still a lap down with no more fast repairs. The outside lane just did not get going.
It's like the whole field just didn't get going. They even took off pretty good. Oh, well, until he disappeared. You can see the line starting to form up behind Steven now. Interested to see if the bros just kind of ship the outsider out of the way or if they'll keep pushing.
That's a fair point. I don't think we've mentioned. The 9 is the only driver not racing for points in this race. Quickly coming up on a 5th of the race, already over.
Apparently Keegan had seen enough. He tried to make a move, but Nick Ventura didn't go with him, so he's just going to drop back a spot, that's all.
Yeah, a lot of selfishness in this race, I'm noticing. I'm pretty sure Brayson and Evan keep dropping back to try to close in to get the fastest lap bonus point.
It could be.
I'm almost positive that's what they're doing. Because every time they get out of turn 4, they try pulling high last second. And of course, now the outside line's formed up and Nick Ventura goes to the inside. It's a scary duo to have on your inside in the middle of 3 and 4.
Yeah, just thinking that as both of them disappeared about 3 times in the same straightaway. Looks like Adam and Isaiah are going to make a pretty good run back to the lead here and see if they keep it going or if somebody works back past them again. I will touch on the selfishness again. When you're all trying to get the most laps led, you're going to be really trying to get to the lead and don't really care who you're pushing out of the way to get there.
Especially with this few cars. You feel like Superman out there.
I mean, the worst that's gonna happen is you go back 6 spots and then you just gotta pass them all
Yeah.
back again.
You get a look at the fastest lap so far. Keep track of the point. Evan Coward currently with the fastest lap. It's really not all that close. I think that is what he and Brayson were doing. Keep dropping back. The only ones in the 45-second bracket.
It's a pretty smart move to ride back there that far when you're 2 laps down anyway. Might as well be trying to get some sort of a point.
Because the way the points work for the... Also, it's unfortunate Nick and Steven keep blinking because it's going to keep shuffling it. But the way the point works, the fastest lap within the bros gets a point. The fastest lap in the whole lobby gets an extra point. So right now, Evan's sitting on 2 bonus points, which could go a long way as the season progresses. Especially if he can't get up there and lead laps.
Nick into the infield. Looks like he's gonna keep it going. No, no, he's back. Like we're gonna have the longest green flag run of the day here so far.
Man, Brayson's trying to go. Adam refuses to pull out.
See if Evan's gonna return the favor for the fastest lap here and push Brayson to the lead. Get some laps led.
Well, Evan needs to get up there and get his laps back one way or another. Whether it's the old-fashioned way or we get some cautions.
Almost thought we were gonna be 3 wide there for second place. They laid down and we're back to single file again now. Spoke too soon again.
Yeah, Keegan did back in line. Brayson never going to go with him. Oh, Keegan and Adam pull out. Oh my God, that was a close block from the 94. Oh, we're bump drafting in the corners now. Oh, and the leader's going to get freight trained by the top.
Looks like he was able to kind of slow him down a little bit there. We'll see if they're ready to settle in or if we're just going to drive right past.
Not at all surprised that the Toyotas are the ones who have been kind of trying to work together. So I think the 11 and 77 probably coordinated that march to the front there.
Yeah, it's definitely been a little odd to see the Ford also being stuck to one of the Toyotas, but they got to work together somehow. I mean, you got 3 Toyotas and 3 Chevrolets and 1 Ford, so.
I think Evan's only being loyal to the Toyotas, quote unquote, because the Chevys, they're so content riding around on the bottom, just being in line.
Right. And I mean, 2 of them are barely ever on the racetrack, so it makes it a little tough to be working with them.
Honestly, at this rate, they might be catching Nick to put him a lap down. "17 seconds back and counting."
I'm thinking there's one car that's coordinated with 2 different cars, but the other 2 aren't coordinated with each other, so they kind of shuffle each other out occasionally, and it does work out pretty good for one of them.
What's your theory on that? Elaborate more.
Well, I just noticed that the 11 car seems to be really able to work with other drivers around them, but they don't seem to work very good with each other.
Well, last time the 11 tried working with the 12, the 11 got dumped.
Yeah, drivers take notes. He may remember that.
Right now, the 11 is leading the race. I know it looks a little confusing with him second in line, but Evan Coward still a lap down.
I'm glad you said that because I had completely forgotten that Evan was laps down.
Yeah. So right now, Brayson Mitchell is just stacking laps led for the stat book. Ooh, Isaiah Ford trying to. He's a little interesting. He tried catching them off guard, it looked like. Keegan's going to fill that gap.
Yeah, I believe Isaiah was trying to get some laps led again and doesn't really want to be riding around.
Keegan and Adam have been two peas in a pod in this race.
Well, if they were saving fuel, being the only cars on the bottom is not going to help that.
Right now, Evan is still a lap down. He was 2 laps down. I guess we missed that part. So he needs a caution. He'd get them both back in one foul swoop. Or one fell swoop. Keegan up. Oh, he's kind of moving the 11 up the track. A bump and run at Daytona. Looks like Adam's going to go.
He's going to go try to get himself some points.
Oh, no.
No, Adam's going to leave him out to dry.
Adam's just doing whatever the 77 doesn't do.
He's a little indecisive there. I think Adam might be getting a little sick of nobody wanting to work with him. So the people that haven't worked with him are kind of receiving the short end of the stick now.
Has he been held out to dry?
A couple times. The 77 was pushing him for quite a while off the bat and then decided just to leave him and pass him. And send him to the rear. I think the only car that's almost stayed loyal to him is Keegan in that 94 car, but he's been leading it, so I'm not sure how that's really loyalty.
Yeah, it's more Adam being loyal to the 94.
Yeah.
They shipped the 11 all the way to the back of the pack.
Judging by the audio I just heard, Nick is not very far ahead of the field right now.
No, he is 41 seconds back. And the fastest lap of the race was a 45.8. He's got to be just... They're sniffing the draft. Also, we're about 25 laps since the last caution. Fuel has got to be becoming somewhat of a factor. I don't really know what's happening.
I wouldn't be surprised if you...
15 there.
It's interesting, that's for sure. You can see the 12's trying to get back up to the front of the pack here. And
I see a wild 71 up the track. That must have been a boring last 20 laps or so for Nick.
Yeah, it's always tough just riding around by yourself, especially at a track like Daytona.
Oh! Almost wrecking ourselves here. I didn't even notice the 11 took the lead.
That was a bit rough there off the corner, or in the center of the corner.
Now, the last thing Evan wants is for that 11 to go up there and pass that 71. Yeah, he's not going to let him lap him.
We're gonna see the lap cars start working together here.
Oh, Keegan kind of tail swiping the 11.
Back to that selfish mentality that the entire field seems to have. There's a spot, they're gonna take it.
If you can trap a quarter of the field and lap down, you got to take it. Like, you got to go for it. And right now, this works out perfectly. Evan's only a lap down. Nick is technically still on the lead lap. We get a caution right now. Evan's back on the lead lap. Nick gets to catch up to the field.
There's one thing I know about the driver of that 77. That's that he never wants to be riding behind a lap car no matter who it is.
Yeah.
Worked out well for him, as you can see, losing the lead. It goes back to some of that strategy as he was trying to pass a lap car and the car behind him would rather push that lap car.
What a difference hanging back in the back made, man. A 45.8, 45.9. The next best is a 46.4. 46.6, 46.7, 46.8.
11 car was pointing both directions, but not going straight down the backstretch.
11's controlling the lines while it don't look like he's coasting. He's full throttle.
Doesn't really appear that he's wanting to make a move past the lap cars, though. He's just kind of controlling the lines behind him and only letting the run take him right back to the back bumper of the 12 car. Not sure what he was doing
I
there.
don't know what that was. Yeah. It almost seems like there's no point in getting up there. You know how aggressive they're going to race you. You're able to still lead laps and save fuel. Also, I'm sure there's some gamesmanship being played. Oh,
Looks
the
like the
94 is about to turn him.
15 on this. He might be losing his mind a little bit riding behind the 11 car. He's wanting to pass. It looked like the 15 and the 77 both dropped back to cool their engines down, possibly. They both jumped out of line.
I think the 12 likes having the 11 behind him. He knows he's not going to get past. They go and cast the 94 out. Yeah. And of course the
That's
15 gets held out.
It's going to start to get a little dicey doing that. Those types of moves now to protect the lap car. Well, they should have to pit here soon, shouldn't they?
You'd think so. That caution came out, like I said, on lap 14, I believe. It's lap 50, so they went green lap 17 or 18.
They start to see them, if any of them have a strategy, they're going to start trying to jump out of line here soon or lining up.
The 11 will push you to the lead, but he's not going to help you pass the lappers, apparently.
It will not. It will not. No matter how much the lappers block you.
Where did Nick go?
You see the 12 car trying to block the 77 into the fence down the
There's
backstretch.
Nick. The 77
They were 3
was
wide
called out
there.
to try. Well, compared to the last two races, I think Evan ran a combined 15 laps. Oh my God! Speaking of Evan,
Speaking of which,
he's saving
things
it.
like that. Nope, he's backwards.
Is that Carson
And-
Hocevar in the 12 car?
Just like that, the fuel strategy is out the window.
Yeah, I was about to say, I'm pretty sure Evan only ran 15 laps in the Rolex and the Chili Bowl combined. He's already hit a season high for laps ran, and he immediately loops it. Let's go see what happened. All right, watching Evan. That's not what he needed as well, because he does lose that lap, so he's still going to be 2 laps down. I don't even think there was contact. I think he just lost
I
it.
think he literally just got loose trying to block the 11 there.
Coming back to the green, lap 58. Brayson leads him. Isaiah P2. Oh, Brayson spins his tires. Oh, he's losing it.
Uh-huh.
Well, that's embarrassing. He spins it out right in front of the field. Doesn't hit nothing.
I do believe that's going to give Evan his lap back, and he'll be back on the lead lap.
Yeah, I think he'll get 1 back. He's still going to be a lap down. Now, if Evan is able to clear the leader here, maybe he could get both back. Lucky that wasn't a bigger crash.
When does the caution come out?
All right, let's try that again. Coming to the green, lap 62 of 100. The only car restarting on the outside is Isaiah, since everyone else got end-of-line penalties for pitting when the pits were closed. Evan did not get that other lap back there, so he's only 1 lap down. Well, he's still 1 lap down. If you're wondering why the 11 restarted so far up the front after breaking out the caution, He pit when everyone else pit, and then everyone else pit a lap later when the closed pits. Got the end of line penalties. Which, I mean, with this few cars, it's really... I mean, it's kind of worth it, I guess. Get that 1 lap extra fuel. I don't think it's going to come to fuel mileage at this point, though. There's like 40 laps to go, and I think they went that much earlier, didn't they?
Yeah, they did. Just a little info from race control would be you only receive a penalty if you didn't pit the first time. That's where Isaiah messed up at the beginning of the race and received that penalty, but Keegan never got the penalty.
Huh.
They just happened to pit again, so they're starting behind everybody. Yeah, I'm not sure. I don't know if the 11 was backing off to get a run or if he's just having so much trouble with the car in his mirror. He's losing ground, but the 77's just pulling away.
First time the 9's been aggressive all day.
It couldn't. He's finally deciding he's gonna try to see what his car can do. Could not tell you where the 11 car is going right now.
Yeah, I'm not sure. I have no idea what's happening here.
Well, there's a car missing from the pack here. The 71 is way off the pace behind the field. I'm wondering if the 11's just going back to try to make the race a little more interesting for Nick.
You sacrifice your own race to do that this late?
He's just a great guy.
For as aggressive as the 11's been all day, I can't imagine. The 94's backing off too. That must be what's happening. I don't know if Keegan was dropping back to help them, but he didn't do a great job for what he was doing.
Adam gets left out to dry yet again. I can only imagine the driver of that 15's got to be a little upset at this point.
Yeah, these are his friends. So he thought.
He thought.
Whatever's happening must be working, as Keegan now only 4.5 back. Gaining in a hurry. They're running the bottom.
Yeah, I do. I think with those guys running the top, it's gonna aid at least a little bit in those 3 getting caught back up. I think you're also gonna see the 77 probably wanting to get back to the lead again. It's the battle for the most laps led is kind of tight between the 11 and the 77.
I feel like those are the only 2 I've really seen lead today.
It's been hard to tell. There's always been a lap car in front of the leader, but see the 77 jumping back to the bottom again. Trying to make something happen. Actually, it looks like he's going up to pass the 12, but he's going to run out of steam eventually.
Yeah. The 77 has not won a race this season, and he was very competent enough to win the Chili Bowl, just didn't. He had the speed to maybe contend for the win at the Rolex, and didn't.
Did not.
And here we are today, contending for the most laps led, currently battling for the lead with 30 to go. Gap at a second.
Definitely coming.
1.2 back. They're definitely getting draft now.
When they catch that lead pack's draft completely, it's
oh, and Keegan's around.
Oh, maybe not.
What happened there? It's got his back in a little light. Oh, a little bit of contact there. I wonder if that's going to warrant a quick repair use.
Yeah, I'm not sure how many Keegan's used. I know he used one off the bat, right off the bat, but I don't know.
The pace car pulling off, coming to 25 laps to go in the Bros Crown Jewel Championship Series Daytona 500. As the 9 car leads for what genuinely feels like the first time all day. Everyone is definitely good on fuel and tires.
You can see that 77 still really hesitant on the restarts, not wanting to get a black flag.
Well, we haven't seen the outside get a good jump once. It's just so hard.
It's going to shuffle him right to the rear of the field. Nobody went up with him.
And that wreck put the 12 back on the lead lap, so Evan is here to stay, and he's here to play. First time he's actually been in a competitive position all season. And that was also the first, I believe the second caution he wasn't involved in because I forgot the 11 spun on that restart. But 3 for 5.
Definitely the latest in a race he's been on the lead lap.
The latest in the race he's been running.
That's true.
The 75% mark he's usually watching from the grandstands.
He's definitely out here to throw some blocks.
I like how we've been saying the 11 doesn't want to ride in line all day, and the 12 goes up to block, and the 11 just goes to the bottom.
Yeah. We haven't really seen towards the front in a while.
Adam goes up and blocks the run, and the 11 just slices beneath him. You're coming about 20 to go. Who do you want behind you, and who do you not want behind you?
Well, if you're the 15, you really don't know because nobody wants to work with you for whatever reason. I think it's a classic case of the nice guy finishes last. Honestly, nobody wants to work with anybody for more than a couple laps, so it's hard to tell. Definitely see the pushes are starting to get a little bit tougher, and the field is definitely staying a lot closer now.
After the eventful, or non-eventful race Nick's had, he's finally up into a podium spot here late.
It kind of makes the field not know what to think of you while you're up there either. They don't know if they can trust you because they haven't seen you. Kind of. He kind of went with Adam. He's looking to the outside, but you run out of real estate at some point.
Oh! Nick turns Adam. And we have a big one. Everyone's spinning the grass. Oh! The 9 gets through it.
If you had a faster pair, you're still left. You're using it now.
Alright, watching Nick and Adam on the outside. It's like they go low, the 11 goes low, and Nick just kind of drives through Adam. Isaiah gets in it. Evan spins the grass to avoid it. Not too many super hard hits. Maybe the 12. Oh my god, the 9
77's got a front wheel that's not turning anymore. That car is definitely
that fender
hurt.
is destroyed. Looks like he probably got the worst of it, huh?
Yeah, he hit the wall really hard at the start-finish line. Maybe a little before the start-finish line.
He got forced high by the 12.
Block thrown there.
And the 15 just stops in his lap. Oh, hard hit.
I think something must have broke there as he turned dead right into the fence. 12 got a lot of damage after the fact. Pretty much the same situation.
Pace car pulling off for 15 laps of hopefully non-stop action. Here to close out the Bros Daytona 500. Last time the 11 was in the spot, he looped her on the apron.
You got to think he's being a little more cautious on this restart.
Yeah, the outside lane once again non-existent.
Literally.
Adam, that was a... I get no one's helping him, but that was just a poor time move to the top. He's going to get some help down the back, but... Oh. In
that case, if you moved up to help him, you kind of got the short end of the stick and went backwards.
Yeah. So it's going to be hard to beat the 11 and the 12 when they're near each other. It seems like they've stayed loyal this whole race.
There is a bit of loyalty out front there. You can see that 12 is locked right to the 11's bumper.
Well, you're in a good spot. Lap 88. You're in second. You don't really gain much from leading at this situation at this point. You'd almost rather be P2.
But if you're looking for the most laps led, you don't want to see one car just stay out there. In this case, that would be the 11 car. It's got a lot of laps led today.
Nick pulls high, and the 77 just doesn't go with him.
Gotta find that real estate. He picks up another spot. If there's any sort of a plan, this is where we're gonna see it start to come to fruition. Looks like the 77 is gonna try to go around 12, but he
got
gets left.
juked. The 94 and the 71 pull high. The 77 blocks, and they go back to the bottom. It's like Adam's going to go up to help.
He could use the lessons learned from Nick there to take the spot back away from the 77.
Oh, the 12 abandons the 11. Into the Daytona 500. Loyalty's out the window. Now the outside's the place to be.
Do the same three cars back together on the top, a little different order this time. Be interesting to see if the 11 stays loyal to the 12 after what just happened, or if... At this point, you need to get back down to the bottom and take back control.
77 like that advice. I think with the 11, yeah, he'll be loyal to you, but if he feels like it's not working, he's going to bail so quick.
So far, everything's looking good for Keegan out front, leading some laps. Got Nick pushing him real hard.
But you can't trust Nick to stick with you here, so you got to have your mirrors open.
I'm not even trusting Nick to stay on the racetrack right here, so I don't know. I don't know if I would really tuck up to him if I was a 77 car. See, the pack just kind of separated down the backstretch. It's going to give the 11 a pretty crazy run when they get formed back up.
Oh, look who it is.
Indeed. Keegan's sitting in a great spot with 8 laps to go.
That was interesting that worked. He like dipped back in line, got some draft, and was able to pull back out. Oh, Nick washing up the track there.
You know, you don't really see too much side drafting here, and with these cars, that is a really big deal. I don't know if nobody trusts each other enough to be that close, or what's going on.
I certainly wouldn't trust him. Ooh. I got turned by the 12 there.
Yeah, those two, they're having a hard time getting linked back up now. They spent a lot of time pushing each other throughout the race, but pushes are a little too hard now.
The 11 abandons the 77. Oh, he let him back in.
Adam looked out to try to help the 77, and 77 just left him up there. Now he's going to the back.
Nick is in a great position right now. If he can stay on the track, P2, he's actually matured over the course of the race. Earlier, he was so quick to throw blocks. He's just letting the runs
going
happen.
to the lead. Well, as you said that, he is now back to 5th position, about to be 6th.
Yeah, but that was due to loyalty. Earlier, it was due to bad moves. You could argue sticking with the 94 is a bad move. The 11 does not want to be behind the 77, clearly.
77 is not giving him much of a choice right now. I do think, though, if they were to move out of line, that 12 would be able to push him right past.
I'm pretty adamant by it. You want to be in P2. You don't want to be leading. I'm sure leading seems a lot more appealing.
Yeah, you're in a tough spot leading here at Daytona. You're at the mercy of every move that happens behind you, as there's some wild moves happening behind them right now. Looks like that 12 is just playing blocker.
Well, I think the 12 can win from 3rd. He can't win from much further back.
That's true. They got Adam moved back into the 4th position if he can keep the draft.
Board the 11, just clear road ahead.
That is indeed the 77
Oh,
car.
77, excuse me. Just
You're
clear
missing a
road
car.
ahead. The 9 is 13 and a half seconds back. What happened? Oh! Oh!
Oh, we got a hard crash. Hard crash. Nick taking the hardest lick of his entire career right there. A little bit of a product of the top three trying to block for each other, I believe.
I think Nick comes down to side draft. I don't know. I think you blame it on the 12 probably. Hard hit for Nick.
Yeah, they kind of the 70s. Their 71 was coming down to side draft the 11, and it looked like the 12 was kind of just
Just
trying to
poking
peek
his
his
nose
nose
out.
out.
Yeah.
It ended badly for Nick. He's got right front down and missing a fender. Not
Yeah.
sure if he has any quick repairs left. I can't imagine he does.
There's going to be some bros overtime. And the pace car pulls off for bros overtime in the Daytona 500. Isaiah leads them. The outside line needs a bad start again. That was the most crucial time to get a good one.
12 gives a great push to the 77, gets him out front. It looks like he's gonna fall in line. It looked like he might have been trying to sneak to the outside there, but it might have just been a bad push from behind.
Man, you want to be second. Don't make the move too early. And that's hugely detrimental to the 11, man. With the most aggressive driver today, restarts front row and just bad start after bad start.
If you're the 77, you're dragging the brake a little bit to keep the 12 on your bumper.
The 11 pulls high and the 71 doesn't go with him. Coming to the white flag in the Bros Crown Jewel Championship Series at Daytona. Isaiah Forward leads them to it. Evan makes the move. Adam makes the move.
Evan goes to the outside.
Contact for second. Keegan fills the gap. 3 wide into turn number 1. All right, now Keegan's
Like the
in
77
second.
was caught off guard.
Yeah, that wasn't the smartest move by the 12 or the 15. The 71 and 94 make contact. The 94's around.
Wrecking.
The 11 was
That's
just in 6th. Now he's in 2nd.
That's got the 77 hung out there a little too far, giving the cars behind him a good run.
The 11's going to push the 77. He doesn't have the help to pull out. Off turn number 4.
I think that help is coming.
Isaiah Ford coming to the checkered flag. The 11 pulls out.
15 doesn't go with him either. 3 wide for second.
The 11 wins 2 in a row. Brayson gets the Daytona 500. Let's go take another look at that finish. Watching them through turns 3 and 4, the 9 had made a move. It didn't quite work. 12's just going to give the 11 such a good shot here off turn number 4. He's going to make the 77 doesn't even try to block it. The 15 doesn't go with him.
It looked like a case of just not wanting to crash before you get to the line type of thing. 11's coming with a pretty good head of steam here.
I'm not even sure who got
Great
second. I
finish
think the
for
12
second.
got second. And of course the 12 wrecks are at the end. And the first time the 9 wrecks all day, he saves it.
You know, if you're I'm just thinking, I'm thinking the 77 was probably thinking the 11 was going to push him there, but it just didn't happen. I don't know why you would think that.
Man, it's
coming
the
off turn
Daytona
4 for
500.
the Daytona
You gotta go
500.
for the win.
That was pretty silly.
The 11 wins it in company colors. That was the Daytona 500 in the Bros Crown Jewel Championship Series. The next race will be IndyCars in Long Beach. I think that it's just a month or 2 away. But remember, guys, we run these races every Thursday by 8 p.m. Eastern. The race goes up in a hosted session, no password, free to join. Just don't join trying to troll. But Zip, thank you for hopping on into the booth and helping us commentate this one.
Yeah, no problem. I'll be back again, I'm sure.
All right, well, that was it. Thank you guys so much for watching. Hope you guys enjoyed. As always, see you guys next time.
Did you even do a burnout? What are you doing? There you go.
He tried. It got stuck on the apron. And the crowd goes mild.